Aries, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. Whenever this tarot reading shows up on your timeline, this message is for you. Quick messages that came through while I was clearing your cards before we get to the reading. There was something here about some emotional vulnerability and emotional hurt. It feels like there's somebody who might have a very strong hold on their emotions or knows how to manipulate emotions that really gets to you, okay? And so there is this question to ask yourself if this is happening, if there's an emotional situation going on with you, how is this asking you to pivot in some way? Okay, there's something here to your younger self and some advice that your younger self can give to your current self right now. But I do feel like whoever this is, it's like they have this idea of being emotionally superior to you, and they're using that as a tactic to make you feel emotionally inferior. Okay, so when this comes up, remember, all related to those Chiron wounds. The wounded healer Chiron is here to heal those wounds. Chiron is retrograde right now in Aries as I record this. And so the deeper the cut, the more it might sting to actually heal this wound, all right? But whoever this person is, the biggest thing is asking yourself, if this person didn't show like this vulnerability, I might not be understanding now how to heal it, how to clear it, okay? Just a very strong energy there. Yeah, it is about your shadow, right? And not being scared of your shadow, not being scared of your emotions, not being scared of your vulnerability, and surrendering to a lesson that the universe and all the astrology is trying to teach you right now, all right? So let's see what we got going on here for you, Aries. Also, Aries, thank you to all my subscribers. Please do hit that subscribe button and the like button if this does resonate. Yeah, it's time for you to unplug. So I saw the King of Cups now twice. It's definitely time for you to take a break energetically, all right? There's something here it could be burnout, fire signs. You are known for burnout. But I really think it's time to bring things back into balance. This makes perfect sense right now. Okay. It looks like we want to just kind of like escape it, pretend like it's not there, you know, move on. But there's something here that there's a big lesson, and you're probably getting a lot of dreams related to this too, Aries. But when it comes to that bold and fearless energy, we need to use that and incorporate that when it comes to our emotional vulnerability, okay? So overall energy this week is justice. This is Libra. This is the clarity in seeing things, like we're seeing the cause and effect of energy, and not just personally in our personal lives, but in the collective, right? There's a lot of aha moments when it comes to justice, when it comes to the yin and the yang, and the balance of both needed. Divine masculine, divine feminine. We need both of them, right? In order to have that nice balance. And so there is something here though too, like look at all the masks that are here. And so there's a big strong message here I'm getting with related to your rising sign. So please take a look at your rising sign, because that is the mask we wear, right? That's the perception people have of us, okay? And so there is a very strong message here to being blind to something. Like the thing is like I don't think we're necessarily blind to it, but we're ignoring it in a sense. And it's something where when we can learn this lesson, we'll have the knowledge we need to move forward. Now, what you need more of, and what the universe is asking you to think about, is the Two of Swords. Now, this is Moon in Libra, so there's a lot of Libra energy. It could be a Libra in your life, but again, going back to this balance, this fairness, the Two of Swords indicates that we need to make sure that we keep our perspective while also seeing somebody else's perspective. Okay, so now I'm getting this energy where you might actually be misinterpreting this, okay? So perhaps this King of Cups energy isn't somebody who's emotionally manipulating you, but it's causing a trigger from a deeper wound, and we're applying that wound onto this person who actually might not be there to hinder us, but might be there to help us work through something, okay? Because this is a sign of compromising. It's a clear sign of a decision that needs to be made. Very clear sign of a decision that needs to be made. Because what you need less of and what you can give to others is the Fool. Now, the Fool is forgetting everything they know, fresh start, leaving behind everything. And so that's what I mean, is like there's this feeling of wanting to escape this person, escape this situation, run away, and not have to face something that is makes you emotionally vulnerable, all right? And this is actually important because I think you did get this message last week. Go back to my last week's reading, but there was this very strong message about you and your emotional vulnerability, and how that's not a weakness. okay? And that there's something here to incorporating that emotional vulnerability in your life that's going to open up so much for you. So let's get some clarity on these and see. All right, why is Justice here? Yeah, Three of Swords and King of Cups popped up right away. And so like I said, I think this is more related to a past wound, right? Somebody who hurt us in the past, and we're using that is clouding our judgment of this new energy and how we can work with it and compromise and understand that the balance and the duality. And if this is a water sign, if this is a person who's a water sign, you know, fire, you can be scared of the water, especially water signs who are like really in their power. Like King of Cups owns his domain, owns his emotional water energy. And that can be a little frightful, fearful for a fire sign, right? Like this person has this gigantic bucket of water and they can put out your fire at any point. And like that could cause some fear if we still have some childhood wounds or wounds from a past relationship that make us scared of our fire being put out, right? And so there's just a very strong lesson here though. Queen of Cups and Five of Swords. Like I feel like there's somebody who you feel like took your cup, right? And again, going back to now seeing these Kings of Cups, like there's this idea of like they're going to take this cup away from you, or like I said, dump a bucket of water on you. And that I don't think is what's happening. Like we do have, this is an idea of like accepting the past, accepting what happened, moving on, but not taking away from this nurturing energy that is coming in for you. Okay, so let's clarify the Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? It'd be great if we got two cards to see what the actual decision here is. Okay, Two of Swords. But with all these masks, wow. With all these masks, it's really telling me, dang, we're feeling burdened by something, right? And this is the biggest thing I've ever seen. As far as a clear, this is Saturn and Sagittarius, Justice ruled by Libra, more Libra energy, a Libra clarified by a Libra, and the Wheel of Fortune, all right, which is Jupiter. And so I do think if we can shift our perspective on this situation, again, if this is your personal life, if it's in your work, if it's just in the collective, what you're witnessing, there's something here to understanding that this burden can be lifted when we change our perspective. Like we have to think outside of ourselves and see the bigger picture and see our place in it, because there's a very strong energy of understanding the importance of compromising and how it can help us. It's not here to take anything away from us. It's not here to hinder us. And that's when we unlock the wheel. That's when there's like this major shift. So also too with the wheel, it's that idea of understanding the cycles and the patterns. So definitely take a look at the astrology when you're looking at this. While I'm recording this, there is a full moon in Aquarius the following day. Now this full moon Aquarius is illuminating a lot for us. Okay, so we have this full moon Aquarius. Well, we have Chiron retrograde in Aries. We have Mercury retrograde, just turned into Mercury retrograde in Leo. We have Neptune retrograde in Pisces. We have Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Uranus is about to go retrograde. Oh, so like there's a lot of retrogrades. And so it's causing a lot of anxiety and fear in us. And because like this is natural, right? Like there's all dependent on your houses too. What house is Aquarius in? See if there is a message here related to the house that Aquarius rules with this anxiety, with this fear. And then also take a look at your Leo ruled house, because you're probably feeling that energy in that house as well. Okay, so this can probably ease some of this when we have the understanding of these cycles and why it's here to help us grow. Now the Fool is clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Emperor. So like I said, you're worried that somebody is taking your power away. This is you, Aries, the Emperor. Eight of Swords is Jupiter and Gemini. We have Jupiter and Gemini right now. So we're feeling like our expansion, like we're feeling like we're being constricted in some way. And we're not seeing that it's actually, we can unstick ourselves. That's where I think, like I said, I think that we need to see things clearly, that somebody isn't restricting you, you're restricting yourself because of an identity that you have. Okay, like this idea of the control, if you will, over your life, which obviously, yes, be in the driver's seat of your own life. But like I said, there's this feeling of like wanting to escape something. And we're seeing it from the perspective of like somebody else is pushing us down, trying to like, dump a bucket of water on us. But like I said, it's just a very strong message of a very important lesson being taught here. And honestly, too, with all this Libra energy, this could be something that's resolved around Libra season. So do pay attention to that, because that Chiron retrograde in Aries, we're going to feel till the end of the year. And so perhaps it is around Aries season. Hold on one second. It's probably around Aries season, or I'm sorry, not Aries season. It's probably around Libra season, which that's a whole, hold on. Let me get through this thought first. Libra season is probably when we're going to really get the aha moment when it comes to this wound that's clearing. Remember, Chiron is in your sign retrograde, okay? So that reflection, you're going to feel a lot. Now, the other thing that I just had an aha moment with, Libra's your polar natal energy, okay? So you do need that polar natal. I give this example all the time. I'm a Pisces, and Virgo is my polar natal. It is something that I've always rejected and wanted to, free flowing, but it's like when I actually incorporate that Virgo discipline in my life is on track. My life is balanced. My life feels right. And so there is something here to you incorporating Libra energy, to you incorporating that diplomatic, fair and balanced, regardless of how you stand in this situation, but an overall encompassing energy of like, this is right for everybody, right? Like we need some of that diplomatic Libra energy. And I think that's the aha moment you're going to get in the next couple of months of the situations when you do that, how all of that energy shifts, okay? So your empowering questions, amazing. What was I intended to do in this life? That's your North Node. Please take a look at your North Node. And why am I doing the things I'm doing right now? Okay, because that's going to get to that shadow energy. So Aries, I hope you enjoyed this. This is a very powerful message. We're not meant to escape this. We're meant to face it. We're meant to incorporate some of that polar natal energy. So read up on Libra energy. See how you can incorporate some of that diplomatic, fair and balanced energy into your life. All right. So thanks so much for joining me. Again, please don't forget to hit that like button. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it. And as always, shine your inner light. You've got this.